Welcome to Phoneix Raceway for the Phoenix 150 here in the Premier Sim Racers Club here. 19 drivers have showed up today for the race that is happening. I will go over the starting order here right now for everybody that has showed up. And if it will load, so Adam Matz first, Troy Radford second, Brandon Medford third, Drew Balceros fourth, Todd Cray fifth, Jeff Yanez sixth, seventh, Jason Mullis, 8th. Joseph McWarther at 9th. Matthew Robinson, 10th. Patrick Dishonor, 11th. Troy Hayden, 12th. Mark Jenkins, 13th. Chuck Sweden, 14th. Dwayne Hunt, 15th. Dean, need to figure out his last name. 16th. Hunter Waters, 17th. William Kemp, 18th. Ray Polking, and 19th was Doug Wysocki. Actually was asleep before this race started. Almost missed it, which was completely my bad there. Let me make sure I have sound. I don't. Let me fix that really quickly. I had a feeling that I accidentally unplugged my... No, I do have sound. It's just nothing is going on at the moment. Okay. Do I have sound? Hold on. I don't have sound, but evidently the game has sound. Ah, that's why. This cable's going bad. Sorry about that stream starting a little bit late there. That was all on me again. Literally was face first asleep. And my bad. But hopefully it does turn out to be a good race. That is not evidently wanting to load here. Let me get the live timing working. It was literally just working on that, but now it does not want to give us a feed here. We see pace car has pulled off here. Long restart zone at Phoneix Raceway after they moved it. I don't know what year they moved it though, but the green flag is in the air and we are underway here. Adam Matz, so what these guys are going to do on the start is go all the way down to the bottom. You do not want to go down too far. I've saw multiple cars slam their splitter down and bottom out super hard. Let me get this link also working at the exact same time here again. Completely my fault. Don't know why it's not wanting to show up here when it evidently it should be showing, but it's just like, hey, I don't want to work with you right now at the moment. We got guys that are going to be 3 wide right now. Hunt going up top there. He's actually going to make it work. One thing with these trucks, though, is kind of when they begin, they're pretty stuck to the ground. And we have a... Oh, that 54 goes around almost in front of everybody else. Drew Ballesteros. See what happens with him. He's going in the corner. Gonna be this car truck just steps out mid corner and spins it, goes around, doesn't get hit by anybody. Also, we may be streaming. We're on that topic. We may be streaming this league's I think next gen series here. They are interested in that. Actually, I am texting Matt right now. If you can hear that typing on my keyboard, that's what that is. Sorry if you can. Evidently, I need to get a new... that's why. This is backwards. I was wondering. Hold on. Let me fix this really quickly. This is actually backwards. That's not the end that I normally use for this. I don't know if y'all saw the race today. Kyle Larson won. Happy that he won, even though that finish was very weird. They should have thrown that caution a lot sooner than what they did, but evidently they didn't. not have anybody come down pit road. Yeah, even the 54 didn't come down pit road. But doing their choose roll right here. These guys are running 28. Nah, I'm gonna say minutes there for a minute. Sorry, 7-second laps right now. They'll probably go up to 29s to 30s. Do expect a decent amount of fall off. Luckily, these trucks do fall off a little bit more. However, they still are stuck to the ground. They have made it a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit too much stuck to the ground. But we will not worry about that there. But Mats will lead them back to green. See him going around on the bottom. The 83 of Brandon Medford, who actually got a spot on the last restart. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Gets a big jump. Nobody's really daring to go down to the bottom. Some people are going a little bit lower. If you really go to the bottom and run it right, you can get a really, really, really big jump on the whole entire field. And it's just if you decide to wrap it pretty well. Some people don't do too good of a job. Got Mark Jenkins right now going around the bottom. But Mats is out to a really, really big lead at the moment. He basically just jumped out in front of everybody. Joseph Warther just ran the fastest lap. He ran a 26:80. It's actually not the fastest lap, but that's not the fastest by a lot. But evidently, I think he might want to watch running that fast because the track is really hard to run, surprisingly. It's really like this right here. Think turn 2, you can kind of vary where you run, but it's still really hard in general. With this track, you just don't know where you can get in the corner in 3 and 4. If you miss the bottom entering 3 and 4, it's really, really, really hard to end up anywhere. So you definitely have to watch that a lot. Who spun. He actually decided not to take tires at all, which is kind of, I don't really think that's a, I don't know. He didn't really spin too much, but it still hurt the tires a lot. These guys up here actually probably get held up by Medford. Medford's lost position, and the 73 of Joseph just went completely sideways, kept his foot in it almost, it looked like. Was able to drive that car off. I don't know how in the world he did not spin that car. I think the 83 is bounced, or the 81 is bounced off the wall there, it looked like, with how fast he went down the track. Robinson trying to get around the Sonner. The Sonner's actually back where he started. He hasn't moved up or down. Biggest mover is Hunt, actually. He's up 9 positions at the moment. A really good job. See that somebody's going all the way down. It's like that was cray. Seeing how low he can go, and there's really no out of bounds. That used to actually be grass. That's the Phoenix I remember, at least, is that was grass. Stopped watching NASCAR for a little bit, and then came back, and they had figured out they said, hey, if you want to go down there, you can. If you do that in the next gens, yeah, that's not going to end up too well. Trust me, you will smash the bottom, and it's like, hey, you're going to bottom out. Car's going to try to shoot around on you. Happened multiple times. It's just not a good thing. So he's going way low. Almost hit the pit wall. This lead, when is their stage break? We'll find that out really quickly here. Be an announcements. Stage 1, lap 40. These guys, and they've already dropped off. At 4/10, they're going to drop off even more. '21 gets going pretty good. You really want to be Matt's right here. We'll go on board with him, actually. He'll be flat out the whole entire way. He'll probably brake about first cone. Actually gets in there a lot deeper. Just going to let it drift up the track. We'll get back to the throttle and probably pick it up about halfway. Down the back stretch. I messed with that audio, getting it down a little bit. Kind of listen to how they're driving, who's driving a certain way. Like he's pretty flat out. Let's see, go on board with Hunt. So let's see what it looks like in traffic. Oh, loose on entry. He's on the brakes really, really hard there. See if it happens again in 3 and 4. I don't know how hard he's getting in on it. Didn't do it that time, so evidently he just got in really hard that one time. Just wanted to come right around on him. What you have to do, you have to be hard on the brakes sometimes. Everything's kind of cook that right front, and when you get on the brakes hard, it kind of drags that right front with it, and eventually it just stops turning. So you kind of have to realize that, hey, maybe this is not such a good idea to be getting in as hard as I can. Maybe a little bit better to lay off. That is a really, really, really weird font we got right there. That's an odd font. I don't know why it's chosen that one. Oh Lord, Medford, I think he almost nicked the wall coming off. He's right behind Radford. He wants that position from him too. Gonna go right down to the bottom. Gonna go the shortest way around the track. Try to just kind of cut it instead. And he's gonna get that position too. Radford's actually gonna lose 2. I don't know if he's really not fighting or the truck's just not handling the way that he wants it to at the moment. He's gonna be able to, oh, almost nicks the 21 in the rear end. May have actually touched him there. Now we got Hunt just going to go right around. He's 94 is bleeding spots really, really quickly. So he needs to find a way to stop that. Got him blinking right now. A little bit of contact there. Look, Troy hit it. I think Hunter Waters may have hit it also. Matts is getting caught right here. He's being run down. Medford's coming. He's run about 2/10 faster that lap. Looks like he's getting a pretty decent bite in the middle of the turn, and it's basically just pointing straight down to the bottom after that. It's shooting off. That's really what you want it to do, to be honest with you. You can get it to turn straight down. It's 19 and the 73 will race for position. Two will be stuck right behind each other. They just ride the bottom. 19's probably trying to get the 73. If he's going to make a pass, it's going to be here. He can get the 73 to get up off the bottom just a little bit, but he's not able to. He actually misses the bottom just a tad. So Hunt kind of falling a little bit short right now at the moment. But Medford is catching Matts again. He's coming for this position. He wants it. Making him realize, hey, I'm here for it. I want this position. He's going to cut down. Why does this font look so weird here? I'm sorry, this font is not the normal font that we use for this race. They shaved off about another 10th there off of Max's lead again. So his lead's definitely going away. It's not like it used to be at all. Getting a lot of notifications that drivers have entered pit road when in reality they haven't entered pit road yet. Medford cut off another 10th there. Mind, he only has 6 laps to do this, make this move. If he is going to make it, that is. If he doesn't, then, well, got to try it again later. Cray's also driving really, really hard, too. They're going to shave off about another 10th again. Shaved off another 10th. I think it may just be too late for Medford. Keep adding a deep Medford to get this, but I mean, I don't know. I can't really count him out. He can cut this track as much as he needs to. Matt's is starting to go down a little bit lower. Where he gained about 400s there. Question is, can he get by Matt's though? See what they can do right now. He's going to get a good exit. He might be able to get Matt's before this stage ends. He's driven up from what he started. You know, he only started third, but kind of held that position since he dropped the green flag, and he's going to be there. Question is, can he get close enough to him? I just don't think he can. He's 2/10 now. He's got one more, well, really 2 more laps to give it a shot. He might be able to get it. Still 2/10 behind. Doing a good job right now. Try to get a high entry. Hopefully that car will turn and a bite down, but Harry might be under attack here from Medford, and I think he will. It's going to hurt him on entry. Still 2/10 behind, so Matt's maybe has a little bit to change, especially if it was a little bit of a longer run, as him and Cray are going to start to battle for position right now at the moment. Still 2/10 behind. This should be end of the stage here, as the two are still going to battle with it. Medford going to go down all the way to the bottom. No, they're not going to throw the caution flag just yet, and it will now fly as Matt's is still barely ahead. That was close. It'll be Matts who takes on that stage win. Medford, Bray, McWarther, Dwayne Hunt will be the top 5. All come down pit road. So they had dropped off 3/10 to about 3/10 from their fastest lap. See, Matt's going to win this race off pit road. Medford Cray also coming in. Also, I feel like this is really, really quiet, but at the same time, I also have this audio like way past what it should be. Matt's Matt's will win that race off pit road. McWarther actually gains positions. He gained about 3 here. Hunt is good. However, Medford only loses 1, so he still don't have a bad pit stop. Before these guys go back green, I will be back within literally a minute here. So I'll be back. Let me see if no, they're not going to do the choose this time. So I will be back very, very shortly. as pace car is getting ready to pull in here. Or has already pulled in as the green flag is back in the air. Mats gets a really, really good jump on the whole entire field at the moment. We have a big crash in the back, apparently. Jenkins, oh my gosh, we have a cluster of cars. 4 truck. I keep hearing something in my headset, and it's annoying, and it's really creeping me out. So much chewing. As very wide back here, so who's going to end up bad? Somebody's going to end up, and it's the 33 of Jenkins who just has the truck come around on him. 51 right in front of him, and then catches it. Who else hits it so he can move up a little bit? Go to the 93 of Dishonor. Evidently, this is when other stuff happens too. So he's going to... 31's going to get running. 33's going to get running by the 51, and the 93 just gets... He clips somebody, slides down to the inside, really doesn't even hit that hard. Just bounces off. I don't even know if the 54 hit anybody. Evidently, the guys that did get damaged will come down pit road. The 9 maintained a spot. Mullis, yeah, Mullis is done. Dishonor, I think he'll be fine. He didn't really even hit that hard. He's not. Is he coming down pit road? No. I keep getting. I'm not used to this different layout still. Again, I stopped watching in God 2015, 2016, and then I came back, and I'm still not used to watching them go down that low at all. If y'all know, there's a big streamer who's actually learning iRacing. It's kind of, this is a iRacing is a game that some people are starting to like once they actually try it. They're like, hey, this is actually a lot of fun. But Pace Truck does pull in here. As the green flag goes in the air, we are underway here. Troy Hated apparently wrecked. I don't know. Yeah, he did. I'm gonna say that's really... Oh, I guarantee he went down too low. He's going to come back up on the track. He's going to bottom out. Nope. Okay, and I don't think the 54 realized he was down there, and he slams the inside wall. That's the left front fender that comes out in front of the car, Adam Matz. As the 73 is going to blink, and he's going to reappear. One thing, if you're Matt, you're kind of a little bit nervous when you see that because you don't know where that driver's gone. See if this 73 gets a good bite going down the corner. Gonna turn down. Get going. he might have a shot at Matt's. He's going to just ride right behind him. We saw Matt's towards the end of that last run as he just ran the fastest lap of the race here. What did he run? He ran a 30, or not 30, 26. No, he didn't. That was his fastest lap. Fastest lap is a 26.8. As you see the 51, he's came back out on track. I'm still going to get this font fixed. I don't know what in the world this font has decided to do. That is not a good font to look at. It's just horrible. 73 is going to just ride behind the 9. He's trying to get to the outside. What he really wants to do, he doesn't want to pass inside. It's going to make him super, super tight. He's going to have him make a move to the inside, though, as soon as I say that. Into 4. Can he get down to the bottom like he needs to? He will. However, the 9 is just able to power out on the outside around him. Does a really, really good job. '73 is just going to have to try to find a way. He can find some sort of way to just stick his nose around him. Nash, he's found his way up here. He's gained 2 positions in the qualifying spot. Hunt is up 8. Cray, we saw him almost going for a second there before the stage ends. So he's done a really, really good job. Warther still looking around to try to find a spot on Matt's. He wants to get that nose in. He was able to work side by side with him early on, but he just wasn't able to do much from that point after it. Just see how this works. He's got to the outside of him, though. That's actually the preferred line more than anything else. He's going to be able to easily get around him. So Matts will lose the lead here. Nope, and he's actually going to come right back for it. McWarther looks like he may have slipped up off of 4. It's a really, really weird, weird corner, just because you're trying to get the power down, but you're also having to turn at the same time. So you have to really, really wait to do it. Or if you do, it has to be super, super easy on the throttle. And we have a caution here. The 19 of Hunt is up in the wall. As it looks like this is just a self-spin. Yep, brake bias way too aggressive in the rear. Slams the truck in front of him, nicks the wall. Really not that bad of damage, but that's just a super, super aggressive brake bias you see there. Who's going to come down? Oh, we got a split decision. Matts is going to come down. Bring Yanesh, Radford, and he'll bring basically the whole entire field behind him. So a little bit of a strategy call there being played at the moment. So Matts, he'll come out 5th? No. He'll come out 8th at least. And we'll probably see Hunt stay in there a little bit longer just because the back end of that car is a tad smaller than what it should be because backed it in the wall. However, that's still not a bad result. You can adjust that. What is this? That's odd. You can't adjust the brake bias. However, you can only go 3% both ways with these cars. You can take it out the front, put it in the rear, or you can take it out of the rear, put it in the front. If you would think that you just want to put it all in the back. What I've really found is you kind of honestly want to keep it balanced a little bit. If you just try to put it all the rear, it just won't slow down really. The lights should go off on the pace car this time by. Should go off. Let's see. I don't know if y'all know, but they actually moved before the old version. The old version used to be the start-finish line was actually on the... Will that be the back? I guess that'd be the back stretch now, I think. Now they moved it. Which is kind of an odd spot for it to be moved, to be honest with you. This is, I don't have a good feeling about this. It's the 83 and 73. Front two guys as the green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. The 73 gets a really big jump over everybody. Wow, that's a huge one. I guess these cars don't like bottom out as much as the next ones do. That being said, they are a little bit slower. Steering's a little bit less responsive. I can't speak today, evidently. Race. The 21 is going to get right up on that 83's door. He's going to be side by side with each other. That's what I like to see. He's super, super close. I get a lot of notifications for drivers going on pit road when evidently they aren't actually going on pit road. They just thinks that they have gone there. This is 89. Yanesh right now looking at him a little bit. He's trying to work his way back up here. So drivers that did pit, Yanesh is actually the furthest up right now of them. They only have, I think, one more set of tires for the guys that pitted. And they have 4 sets of tires. Does that include the set that they had stand? I'm not sure on that. They're going to run it probably to their fuel, though, at least. Matt has I don't think he needs to go nuts right now on trying to get his positions back. I think he can actually be pretty pretty easy with his positions. You know, I wouldn't go too aggressive with it. See, this 21's looking for this position on McWarther. Craze, letting him know, hey, I'm going to kind of be down here a little bit. I don't see him pull a Kyle Larson like he did. I was on board with Larson. He was getting in really, really aggressive into the corners as the 21's going to go down to the bottom of the 73's and to kind of go down there with him a little bit. Just a tad. Two just chasing each other at the moment. This 21 and 73 still going to race each other for this position. Nash, however, fresh tires are coming. I don't know if he can really defend against these right now. Once he gets to him, I think he's going to go around them pretty quickly. '21's now up under him again. However, I think the 73 is just going to have the better. Nope, now he's going to tuck back in. You might have realized that, hey, I'm not in best position. Some tracks you think, oh, you want the inside. Not really. Some of them you would actually honestly prefer the outside. Making passes, kind of like tracks you prefer that really be like Pocono, Indy to a certain extent. There's other tracks you want the outside. Nashville. Well, yes and no with Nashville. Nashville's kind of a toss-up, to be honest with you. Which line you would want to go. '73 and '21. Still going to fight. I think if Yanesh is honestly probably just going to roll these guys really, really easily. I can see him just rolling the outside once he gets to one of them. Too much of a battle will be done here. Ooh, the 21 gets really deep in on the 73. Gonna hurt his entry. 89's gonna go straight down to the bottom. He might be able to get the 73 also. Depends on how he rolls this corner. He's gonna have to wait another corner. He might be able to get him off of two. Off of, I don't know what you call these corners half the time now because they're just so oddly shaped. The whole track is. Yanesh, he just has to work the 73. If he keeps working him around, he should be able to get him. They've gotten past halfway, though. These guys are going after each other at the moment. I wouldn't think that these would even out. Is the whole thing, though. These tires, I'd expect them to be benefiting the whole entire way through. actually crazy about to get this position back. And I don't think he burned him off. I mean, he's still, I don't know what you do here if you're Yanesh, though. You're kind of in a weird position with the better tires that I think they're going to pay off later on. But I don't know. What do you do? He's gotten up under the 73 again. I don't think he's going to be close enough. No, he's not going to be close enough. Yeah. These two are just going to be racing really, really hard with each other. There's no way he's burned him off. It sounds like it may be. No, what they're shifting? Oh, so what this is, okay, that might be a little bit of a difference why. So, what Yanesh is dealing with right now is where he's not shifting, it's actually making this truck a lot tighter. So if he would shift, he actually may be able to get a lot more turn in that truck at least. That's why it's kind of acting like this for him. He's gonna go all the way down to the bottom, and I mean all the way down, lowest he could go. Fresh tires really haven't worked their way up there that fast. That's just still trying to get around McWarther. Cray's still looking. Yanesh's back bumper. He's going to probably be all over his back bumper basically the whole entire time here. I don't think he's going to give him really any freedom. Kind of relax. The 9 just had to chase it. I think he may have hit the apron. He really slid. Oh, the 73 is blinking. Uh-oh. And you are... Boop, boop, and bye. God, this person's freaking annoying, man. I don't know how he's holding him back here. Crazy. I'm about to give Yanesh a little bit of an issue here. Getting to his inside. Cray might get this lead here. Mullins might pose an issue. Mullis, excuse me, might pose an issue. He's got no front end. That won't work at this track. It might work at Martinsville, but not at this track at least. Not going to have the engine power to get off the corner like he needs to. Cray's going to be... So, one thing's going to be weird is these guys are going to be off on fuel. So, question is, when they come down pit road, or when they pit again, because I don't make it our way at all. On board here a little bit. That's a really big bottle. Yeah, bobble there by Medford. Frey's actually looking inside of the 73 now. May be able to get this position. Here for an issue. Somebody's in the wall. I can hear it. May have been the 19 of Hunt. Rewind very, very quickly here. I don't know what that was about. That's a little weird there. Looks like those two just had a disagreement. We're going to go... Actually, let's keep an eye on this. Keep looking at this battle right here. This 21 may get to the inside of Joseph here very, very soon. The way he's running. Have to see how this goes. That's a big slide there from the 21. Excuse me here. Sneeze there for a moment. Ew. We're going to be running some more lap traffic here, so that's going to change how we drive this a little bit now. Coming up to 50 to go, getting close to it. 52 laps left at the moment, so... See how far these guys want to go on fuel. Probably go to you can maybe go to like lap 120. I don't know how long do you want to go though, because you dropped off about 210 or 2 seconds off the pace. That's a pretty decent amount too, so it's like, what do you want to do? to go on board here for a lap with each driver. So we'll do 2 laps on board with 5 random drivers here. So the first won't be random. We'll start with the leader when he gets back to the start-finish line. 5 drivers, 2 laps each, just to see how people are dealing with being back in the pack. 'Cause everybody's going to have to drive differently. Do 1 more lap with him. Actually, we're going to cut that a little bit short. These guys are going to start doing pit stops here pretty soon. Warther's been able to hold the 21 behind him. Coming to 40 to go. So, going to be interesting to see here. When do they come down pit road, that is? I think you come down pretty soon, at least. In my opinion. I don't know. I just feel like you could come down pit road. You can honestly come down right now. If you really wanted to. Come down pit road. Fuel now. Problem is, these guys that pitted later, do they just go to the end? I don't think you can make it that long on fuel, though, is the thing. I think you're going to run out. I think that you're going to completely be off on tires. However, that could be... we've saw weird stuff happen. People have done some gutsy things before, and it's worked out for them somehow. Do I know how? Not really. Do I want to know? Very much. 73 just getting down in there. The flames coming out the pipe. As Polking's down pit road. So we're going to have to look at Sweeting and... Not really, they're too far back. I think you're going to go a lap down. These guys that stayed out might be banking on a caution, possibly. Might be banking on a caution, that is. I'm not going to throw that out there and say, hey, they're definitely working for this, because they evidently aren't. I saw if he's going to come down. Cray's been very, very persistent. What in the world? Very, very persistent on the back of War through here. He's not gone away from him at all. He's actually trying to make a move here. It's so hard to pass on the inside. And it is just genuinely hard to do. You're kind of left with the decision of how do you set them up? Because you've got to set them up one way or another. As there he goes down pit road. Yanesh, he came down before that. Now the question is, when do these lap 60 guys pit? They may try to catch a caution. May try to. That's the only thing I can think is, like, hey, let's catch a late caution here. Might not necessarily work for him, though. See where he comes out right now. Kind of want to look at that. DeSaunders came down pit road at the same time. Where does he come out relative to his pits? See, he will come out. He'll be one lap down at least. No, yes, one lap down. First car, one lap down. So now if you're the lap 60 trucks, do you come down pit road now? There goes some more people. Radford, Medford come down. So this may work out for the guys that didn't hit the second caution. The guys that pitted the second caution, it looks like they kind of in a bad spot here. It's just a strategy call that evidently didn't work out for them. Why are there closed caption on some things? Mats is probably gonna have to come down. Wait, hold on. Can Mats make it on? If he can make it on fuel, I could see this being a different race here. If he can make it on fuel, that is. That's a big old if. Just don't know if he could. But he may be able to. Is the thing. If he could, that just feels like it would be a long way just on tires, because I'm gonna have like a 2-second fall off there. Yeah, he's dropped 2 seconds off. Ballesteros will come in. I think it was miss pit road. I just don't know. See, McWarther, he's back on the lead lap now. However, he's 24 seconds behind. So it kind of puts him in an odd spot. I mean, he may be able to pick up some time here, though. At least, again, 24 seconds. But if he is running... That actually may not be a bad idea. See, it just depends on how fast he can run. See, he's got 30 laps left. It'll be close if he can get there. It'll be really, really close if he can get to him. I think he will, though. I think he will. We'll just have to find out overall. Matt's is having to deal with... Actually, Dean's nowhere near him. He's just having to deal with a lot of lap cars. I thought those were lead lap cars, but evidently they're not. Back here. Arthur shaved off another 3 seconds from the last time we checked on him, so he might be able to catch Matt's here. Yeah, he's got clean track ahead of him, so I don't think this call staying out is going to eventually work for him. Nobody really parks in front of him pretty much. Now, if somebody parks in front of him, of course, that'll change everything, but have to see. And if a caution comes out, then, well, throw that away, and we'll go with something else. Pretty spaced out. We're still McWarther. He's coming. He's gonna get him here. He shaved off 2 more seconds from when he was back there. Now, here the tire difference. You can see the last lap there. So McWarther 27.53, Matt's 28.46. That's just the tire difference. Excuse me. Tire difference is just gonna be such a big deal. Kind of like, hey, what do you do here at that moment? I think you have to stay 54 has not been able to rebound the whole entire night. He spun earlier, I think lap 2 or 3, and it's just not been the same night for him at all. And he's not done a bad job by any means either. It's just, I don't know. It's just been really difficult for him to do much. '73's gonna. He's being held up here a little bit, and they're gone. Now they're back. He's not gaining as much as he was before. I think he got held up there. Now he cut off 3 more seconds there. I don't know what to do here with 73. I think you're just in a weird position to begin with. It's like you want to be. He's got time. He's got he's got to be a second faster lap now. Now, was Matt possibly slowing down a little bit? That's a question mark. Now, I may have picked it back up. I don't know. It's a big question mark, however. Okay, another second off. If he gets there, it's going to be right on the mark. And I mean, right on the mark. Oh, nope. He went to the pits. Matt came down pit road. I really think he was just trying to stay out and just bank on a caution. I don't think he ever really had a chance of making it, to be honest with you. That's just what it looked like from my end, at least. So McWhorter will get the lead back. Cray. Now let's see if Cray can go catch him with 12 laps left to go. So he's almost pretty much 4 seconds behind. Have to see. I think he may be able to get him. He's shaving off the 10th there. Now he doesn't have that long to go either, so keep that in mind. He can still not drive so hard. Cray's getting up there a little bit. We'll leave the camera to go to something exciting here. This is all around Phoneix at the moment. That's actually Radford we're looking at. Mullis. Oh, they're both here. Not doing a bad job for either one of them. We saw Phoneix. He couldn't capitalize on the tires that he had, and it seemed like it just got really, really tight on him. And then after a certain point, it wouldn't turn. That's kind of one of the things to deal with. He also wasn't downshifting. The other driver was, so that may have been a big factor of why he wasn't able to do what he needed to. Still looking at these guys. This is, who's that up there that just passed in? 09. However, he's a lap down. 09, that's not Stanford. That's Kemp. Yeah, no, he is there. He's on the bottom. He's what, 2 laps? No, he's okay. Wow, 74 laps down. Oh, he also had, I don't think he had a front end. I don't think he did. That might be why he's so many laps down. I think he had his front end ripped off. So he had to deal with that. So 7 laps to go, though. McWarther is still out front. So he's still doing a really, really good job at the moment. Six to go. Cray's still gaining. I think if there was a little bit more laps here, he might have had a legitimate shot at it, but I think it's just too little too late right now at the moment for him to get there. Cray's still gaining, so he's definitely he saved the tires a little more. So Joseph was the one. See if he is still shifting. I wonder if he is. I'm just curious now. Right now he is. Still is. That's I wouldn't have expected him to be shifting like that, to be honest with you. I don't know why. Because I'm so used to driving the next gens that at this track he would be shifting, but I just wouldn't think he would in these cars at least. At least that being said. But it'll be 2 laps to go here. Why is this here? And he will be coming to the white flag, so he will have one more time around. Holy crap. As he will come out of 3 and 4 here, and he will take home the win at Phoneix Raceway. Pretty dominant win overall there. Pretty good from him. Watch him do his burnout here. Looks like he may be done from that point of view, so I'll pull up the finishing order here now. We'll bring in the top 3 drivers. here. So let me get in a room. That one. There we go. So let me get Chuck Sweeting in here. We'll start with him. Hey Chuck, this is Bryce in the booth. Have a coffee, man.
Hey Bryce, how's it going?
Man, so you come home third and you started 13th, so how did the race go for you overall though, man?
It went a lot better than I thought. The truck was really tight, and I was really struggling with the handling. At least halfway through the runs, towards the end of the runs, I was carrying as much speed as anybody, I think. But I don't know, I just struggled with it off the corner all night. It was so tight, and I don't do well tight, so I'll take that third place and be happy with it.
I was gonna say now, so how difficult was it driving these trucks? Because I know that they do like to get tight, especially at this track.
Yeah, that's what makes it so difficult for me anyway. I just can't figure out how to work around that. It's I just wear that right front out. I think the only reason I got thirds because I kind of short pitted the rest of the guys that by quite a bit and uh, was able to maintain it somehow or another. But that's the way it goes. Some weeks are good, some are mediocre, and have to take the good with the bad and move on to the next one.
So how does this, go on the season for you? How has your season gone so far, and especially how does this race affect it?
This helps a lot. Season's been okay. I've run well. Just have to keep digging. There's a lot of competitive, really fast guys in this series, and uh, especially Joseph and Todd. Boy, they're just both so fast every week at every track. So just got to keep my head down, keep the truck clean, and hope for a good finish each week.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Just thanks to the league and all the admins for all the hard work they do, and appreciate all the drivers showing respect. And we'll see them all next week.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good job coming home third tonight, man.
All right, thanks a lot, Bryce.
It's Chuck. It was Chuck Sweeting, the third place driver. We will bring in the second place driver in Todd Cray. So Discord's want to be a little bit slow. Hey Todd, this is Bryson Booth. Have a copy, man.
Hey Bryce, how you doing, buddy?
Man, so you come home second. You fall a little bit short there, but how did the race go for you overall though? Because it seemed like you had a faster truck there towards the end.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. Got in late. Didn't really get the qualifying effort we were looking for, but yeah, we were feeling it out pretty good. A lot of guys were running high through one, but we were catching that low line and making a good time and just feeling good. Yeah, man, got into that last pit stop and overshot it. Yeah, just you got to be perfect, and I hit that last pit stop, blew about 5 seconds trying to get back in my box, and I pretty much knew, we weren't going to catch him at that point, but went out, overdrove it, gave it our best shot, but yeah, gave one away tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, so how hard was it driving this track? Because these trucks seemed like they got pretty tight as the run went on.
Yeah, yeah, like on the restarts there, they're a little slippery, but once that happens, you got to manage the right front, and that's what we were pretty good at tonight. Um, but yeah, definitely tight. I was actually trying a little higher line, um, coming out of 4 or 3, whichever it is, going in a little higher and trying to carry momentum and run low on the front stretch there and make up time. Like I said, we had a good truck, and I felt pretty much at all times we were making time until I put myself in trouble there. Um, it was a fun race, though. I mean, good racing. Uh, yeah, I didn't know. I know Adam was fast tonight in practice and was looking at him what was going on, and some guys pit and didn't really make out too good with them pitting and us not pitting, so that was interesting too, how the tires kind of leveled off. But yeah, interesting race. I mean, we'll take the second tonight. I guess you can't win them all, they say, but we tried.
Yeah, so how does this, affect the season for you? We're what? I can't remember, have like 4 or 5 races in now, I believe. Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
No, this is fourth race in. So how has the season gone so far for you?
great. 3 wins in a second. I mean, I'll take it. I hate losing them like this. I know Joseph's a fast driver, and I just wish I could have, made a race out of it at the end. But yeah, we've had momentum. This is the first year here that we've actually been able to start this strong, so I feel really good about it. Just hard talking about it after slipping up like that. Yeah, unfortunate, but like I said, fun race, fast race, early on, a lot of action. Um, one more one more caution there at the end would have been beautiful, but can't expect that. You got to go out and hit your marks, and if you want to win, you got to hit your marks and do everything right. But like I said, we'll take a runner up to that one.
Man, well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Cousin Jess and Trixie. We like to win, but she's always happy for me if I get on the podium. Premier Sim Racers, Sam, Pat, everybody, Buttkicker, Nitro setups, and you guys for calling the shots here. Yeah, this little, just gotta take it. That's about it.
Hey, man, well, I'll let you go, but good job coming home second tonight, man.
All right, Bryce, thank you.
Todd Crazy, second place driver. We will bring in the race winner and Joseph McWhorter. Hey, Joseph, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, so you qualify 8th and you come home with the win. How did the race go for you overall, though, man?
Oh, it was really good. We I didn't do all that great in qualifying and ended up P8. We went forward and then got side by side. I think it was like the 81 or whoever, and we had some contact going to turn 1. I got turned by the 19. I was like, man, that was really close for an accident. Luckily saved it. It was a really good race all around. I mean, we finished I think 4th in a stage, and we just executed all night. Nailed our pit stop. Gained. I mean, we went from I think 4th or 5th all the way back up to 2nd there after the stage, and then anytime it was just a really good race all around. We kind of had a little bit of a miscommunication there at lap 60 on my spotter had said to pit, but my teammate was talking over him at the time, and I didn't hear him, and so we ended up staying out on accident. We were supposed to pit, but I mean, it ended up working out. I think it was Jeff that came towards us with the fresh tires, and we were able to hold him off with. I mean, it was only 10 laps, but I mean, still, that was a really impressive run.
Yeah, did you expect the tires to kind of like even out like they did? Because I thought that, them pitting and y'all staying out would kind of equal a bad result for you all.
No, I knew that they would, because I just raced Xfinity here a couple weeks ago for the championship finale in SNR, and I had like 15 lap fresher tires, and I had to start towards the back because of a poorly timed yellow, and I only made it up to like 9th in the field, and just kind of got the tires equalized between what the older tires were running and mine, and just kind of stayed there and it was really bad. So I knew that if I could hold Jeff off long enough, then we would both be running about the same lap time, and it was just about hitting the marks, and that's what we ended up doing. We took a bad situation with a miscommunication and ended up pulling it off.
And yeah, I definitely thought that, it would come back to bite you. But, how was the shifting with the trucks? Because I didn't expect y'all to be shifting in the trucks at least.
I wasn't really expecting to shift either. In practice, it seemed like you could run it, and the RPMs were there, but downshifting, you were downshifting and upshifting in the middle of the corner. It was mainly just for like me and Todd and all of us. We were basically just using it to help pitch the car because the setup was really tight. So I would come in, I'd downshift a third, let it roll through the corner, and then hit the throttle right about I'd say probably about the 3/4 mark, and then before exit, I was already back to 4th gear. Same thing in 1 and 2, pretty much just let it roll. But I mean, it was a tool that we used. I was 50-50 on whether or not it would work, and I mean, we ended up making some hay on it and was really getting some good runs with it. So
Yeah, it definitely seemed like it was working for you. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
yeah, absolutely. I mean, first off, it's really good to end that winless streak. I mean, it's been since Nashville Super Speedway like 2 seasons ago. I didn't get the run for a season, so it's good to be back in victory lane, get everything going back in the right direction. With internet issues last week, and then we had pedal issues at North Wilkesboro, and we ended up getting caught in a wreck, and it's just been kind of a real not a great season. So it's really good to put this thing back in victory lane. I want to thank Driven Motorsports, my teammates, Jonathan Smith calling the shots tonight, Mark Whitley helping with strategy. Awesome job, both of them got us a win. Can't do it without those guys. Red Camel Racing that you get to see on the front of my hood every week. Red Camel's been an awesome sponsor of mine for the last few years. I wear their actual race gear in real life. They have both race equipment and work gear. They've even started branching out into motorcycle equipment. Again, that's redcamelracing.com. Go check them out. Awesome partner, great products. Uh, who else do I need to thank? Oh, harpoondesigns.com. Harpoon makes this beautiful paint scheme you get to see each and every week. Great partner of ours. Brantley does a really good job. I mean, he's got beautiful paint schemes. He's got like 2,000 of them on trading paints. Go check them out at harpoondesign.com if you guys want to get any customs made. Also, want to give a shout out to you for putting on the broadcast, the admins for the awesome job that they do. They've been working really good. Everything was really smooth tonight. Really good racing. The lap down cars did a great job. I think that's everybody. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. Oh, shout out to my girlfriend's mom for watching. She's always a big supporter of mine. So big shout out to her. Thank you for watching. Love you. And hopefully we can go put this thing in Victory Lane next week at Richmond. A really similar track.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go, but good job coming home with the win tonight, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed the show tonight.
That was Joseph McWarther, the race winner. I will go over the finishing order. Joseph McWarther first, Todd Cray second, Chuck Sweeting third, Troy Radford fourth, Brandon Mefford fifth, sixth, Jeff Yanez seventh, Ray Polking eighth, Hunter Waters ninth, Drew Ballesteros 10th, Adam Matz 11th, Patrick Dishonor 12th, Matthew Robinson 13th, Doug Wysocki 14th, Dean 15th, Dwayne 16th, Jason Mullis 17th, Mark Jenkins 18th, William Kemp, and 19 was Troy Hayden. Not a bad race overall. I'm not going to keep y'all here any longer. Austin will be doing a stream tomorrow, Fast Track Cup Series, but I will let you all go.